You guys, I know, like, you're not supposed to pray for patience, they say, but oh man, do I not need it today. I have a closing, was supposed to have a closing at 9 a.m. this morning, and literally it's been under contract for 40 days. I mean, plenty of time to get it closed. And on Friday, I spent all afternoon just trying to get in touch with the attorney and the loan officer and making sure that everybody's communicating. Like, a lot of times I think people don't realize that that's what our job is too as realtors, is to keep everybody communicating with each other. You can't just assume that the attorney's talking to the lender and the lender's providing things to the attorney, and you have to get in there and get your hands dirty and just put yourself in the middle of it. And so Friday we went back and forth and finally got a clear to close for the buyer. I'm representing the seller. So again, I'm working with the loan officer for the buyer that I'm not even representing. That's a whole nother story. I didn't even care. We just have to get it done because I wanted the house to close. I didn't want it to be delayed for my seller. So I'm trying to do everything. But you guys, when I tell you, I have never had this happen, but I called the paralegal because I had not gotten, I mean, this is like weeks after they've received the contract. I had not gotten the seller info sheet. And so I had to say, hey, like, you know, I need to get the seller info to you so you can go ahead and start prepping everything, doing title work, all of that good stuff. And they were just completely like, oh, okay, yeah, send it over. Oh, we got plenty of time on this file. No big deal. Okay, great. I send it over. 4 days later, the attorney calls me out of nowhere like, hey, who are your sellers using for their closing attorney? And I'm like, your paralegal has had the documents since August 28th. There's like absolutely no excuse for this, for like non-communication. And so since August 28th, they've also known, actually since the day we went under contract, like 40 days ago, they've also known that we were going to be a mail away closing. This is a listing that's in the mountains, and my client lives down in York County just like I do. And so they weren't going to be there today. And I've told them this time and time again. So I've been all week checking, last week, all week checking, do you have the packet? Are you going to be able to mail it out on time? Because now I'm going to have to overnight it. Oh, you'll be able to sign everything electronically. Yesterday, actually last night at 6 o'clock, I'm on the way to a business dinner and I get a call from my client that the attorney called him directly. And no, they're going to have to do things wet sign with a notary. So here we go. I hired a notary. I've got a notary today for 3 o'clock. So I guess I'll be conducting this closing pretty much myself. And I'm just praying. We still don't have the packet. It's 11:30 and I still have not even seen the first closing disclosure settlement statement. Have no clue if it's accurate or not. And I've got to not only meet with my clients, get a notary to witness all the signing of the documents, but then I have to go overnight the packet so it gets there tomorrow. So we are going to be 2 days delayed. It's insane. How can you not do your job? Do your job. That's it. Do your job. Oh, and one other thing. Oh, my goodness. What drives me the craziest in real estate transactions when you're getting near to closing time is that if something's delayed or something's not communicated, or you know, you're kind of like trying to find out information, the attorneys will blame the loan officers and the loan officers blame the attorneys. And I'm like, guys, I don't care who's at fault. Obviously you're not communicating, so I think you're both at fault. But what I want for you to do, fix it. Fix it right now. Get the documents to me that are needed and let's get this closed. Okay? Just problem solve.